Welcome back, Deep Divers. We're ready for a new debate today, and this time it's going to be about Oblivion. Have you seen this one?
Oh yeah, Oblivion. Such an interesting film, really. I think it uses like classic sci-fi stuff, but then it gets into some really deep questions, like memory, and what even is freedom, really?
You hit the nail on the head, and that's why we're going like full deep dive on this one today. We're going to talk about how the film uses memory. Like, is it a weapon? Or is it the key? How it shows us the choice between being totally controlled but safe, or like messy but free. And like, wow, that ending, it just makes you think, like, what even defines the self when you can't even trust reality?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should start with the main guy, Jack Harper. Like, he thinks he's just this tech guy keeping those huge energy things safe from the scavengers.
Right, those alien things.
Right, exactly. But his memories are like all messed up. Like someone took a puzzle and just like threw the pieces in the box without putting it together.
And then there's Julia, the woman. Like, she just keeps popping up in his dreams, and then bam, suddenly she's real. You know what I mean? Talk about throwing a wrench in his world.
Yeah. It's really interesting that the film doesn't treat memory loss as like just something to move the plot forward. It's like it symbolizes a deeper control, Jack's memories have been changed, or like hidden from him. So if he remembers, it's almost like he's rebelling.
Yeah, like in this world, in the movie, but also like our world now, there's so much information, right?
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, like, are we the ones making our memories? Like, are we understanding the truth? Or is it all just like some story that's being fed to us?
It's a great question. And Oblivion takes us right to that question, like that difference between just doing what you're told and wanting something more. Like we see it in Jack's partner, Victoria. She's like totally cool in their world, just doing her job and not like questioning anything.
Right. It's like she's happy, right?
Yeah, totally. But Jack, he's building that little cabin, filling it with stuff from the past, like old books and music, things from a life that he can barely remember, but like it calls to him,
It's like deep down, he knows there's got to be more to life than what he's been told.
Totally. And the movie shows us that visually, too. That cabin in the middle of that, like, totally stark world. It's like this beacon. It's where Jack can reconnect with his past, the past that was taken from him.
And then there's Malcolm Beach, the leader of the humans, the resistance. He's the one who like shakes Jack's world up and makes him realize who the real enemy is.
Yeah, Beach is all about fighting for freedom, like refusing to let someone else control his life. And he makes Jack like question everything, And that leads us to that crazy twist that Jack, well, he's a clone. So before we took a break, we were talking about that huge twist. You know that Jack Harper, the hero, is actually like one of many clones.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, what just happened? Makes you question like everything about him.
Right.
What was his purpose even? And Julia, what about her? Like, if he's just a copy, does that mean all his feelings, everything he does, is that even real?
Right. And that's what makes Oblivion so awesome. It takes this classic sci-fi thing, cloning, but then uses it to get into these really deep questions, like what even makes you you? Is it just like genes or programming? Or is there something more, something special that makes you an individual, even if you're, a copy?
Yeah. And the movie keeps making us question reality, not just with the clones. Like, there's this thing with doubles and reflections all the time. It's like a visual, like a mirror of what's going on inside Jack's head, trying to put the pieces together.
It's interesting, though, how those visuals, they do more than just show Jack's struggle. They show us this double world he's in, too. Like, you have those sleek, super clean towers they live in, and then, bam, you have that hidden valley where the humans are. Completely different.
Right. And it's like one's all about control and one's about freedom. Like the fake world Jack was told about versus the real one he's discovering.
And it's a battle inside him, too. He's drawn to that order, just following the rules. But those memories, they're bugging him. They're saying there's something more to life than just, existing.
It's like his soul is rebelling.
Right, exactly. And then there's love and how it changes him. Even though he doesn't remember everything about Julia, you can see he feels so much for her. It pushes him, makes him question things.
It's like love is like the ultimate rebellion in this movie.
Yeah, it's like a connection the system can't control. It wakes up the real Jack, know? Yeah. And it leads him to the truth.
Yeah, so maybe freedom isn't just about breaking free from rules or some bad guy, but about remembering who you are. Like getting back those parts of yourself, your memories, your feelings, even your love. Like, that's what makes us human, right?
Absolutely. And Oblivion makes it clear choice is powerful. Jack might be a clone, his memories messed with, but he still gets to choose. And in a world trying to control everything, making a choice, that's like the biggest rebellion.
So we've got clones fighting to be human, A world that's all messed up between what's real and what's fake, and love that like kicks off a rebellion. What else is there? It feels like we've only scratched the surface of Oblivion.
Yeah. There's one more thing we need to explore, like how Oblivion uses this sci-fi story to make us look at our own world, you know? It asks some tough questions about the future, especially in a world where technology and information, well, they can be used to control us.
This is what's super interesting to me. It's not just about escaping into a movie, but like how that stuff in the movie is happening right now.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think about that? Okay, so we're back, and like diving into Oblivion has left me with more questions than answers. It's really got me thinking.
That's what good sci-fi does, though, right? Makes you think about the crazy what-ifs, but also about how those what-ifs are already kind of happening.
Yeah. Like we were saying, you know, Oblivion shows us this society that's like super advanced, but also super controlled. It's a scary reminder of how easy it is to manipulate information, even memories, to like change how people see the world.
Right. Like in Jack's world, you have this AI tech that's supposed to be good, but it's really calling the shots, telling everyone what to think, what to remember, even who they are. It's like a big warning sign, you know? What happens when we stop thinking for ourselves and just let technology tell us what's real?
And it's like that's happening now, right? I mean, think about it. Algorithms choose what news we see, and then you've got those deep fakes, things that look real but are totally fake. It makes you wonder, like, how can we stay in control when everyone's trying to control us?
Oblivion seems to be saying that we have to take back our own stories, question everything, look for different points of view, and then choose what we believe. Like memories, even when they're messed with, they're still part of who we are. We have to hold on to that.
So, the fight in the movie isn't just about beating some bad AI, but about fighting for the right to think, to remember, to choose what we do, even if it's hard.
Exactly. And that's a fight we all have to fight, right? Oblivion shows us that no matter what, even as a clone or whatever, people want to be real, to connect, to have something more than just a fake life.
That's powerful stuff, and it stays with you. So we're at the end of our Oblivion deep dive, but let's take that with us. Let's question things, look for the truth, and never give up on being free.
And let's remember that even when things are dark, you know, human connection, love, memories, those are the things that can help us find our way back to what's real.
I like that. Well, thanks for joining us on this trip through Oblivion. Keep thinking, keep exploring, and we'll catch you next time.